I understand partying is fun. I understand going to concerts is fun and doing bad habits, nicotine, alcohol and drugs is fun. But welcome to the Successful Teen Podcast. I've created this podcast to inspire teens to succeed in life. I don't really think adults understand us teens. They completely think that we have everything sorted out in our lives, in our minds, but then they try this out on us and it doesn't really work out. They think that we have to have everything figured out, even though they don't have anything figured out. This is why lots of teens are lost in life. They don't really know what to do in life. They don't know what their dreams are. They don't know where they have to go to achieve their goals. And this is why a lot of teenagers are going into a bad rabbit hole, which I call it, is doing things that you wouldn't even think of doing because they have no idea what they want to do in life. And the reason why I can talk about this is because I've been in that bad rabbit hole and I climbed out. I became the person I always wanted to be. And this rabbit hole is all about the guilt and people going into alcohol, nicotine and drugs. Maybe you're not in this group, but there's different ones like social media, rejecting friends, rejecting everything. They dislike everyone. You need to understand that this is a rabbit hole where people go because they don't really understand what they want in life. If you ask a normal teenager what they want to do, they don't have an idea. And this is why they get into drugs, alcohol and nicotine, the same as I did. But I took the leap of faith. I told myself, no, I have to do something about this. And all of these addictions, all these bad habits I had in that rabbit hole, I learned from. I learned life lessons from those things, from these bad habits, and I climbed out with a smile on my face. Because then I knew what I have to do. I knew what I had to do, and this is it. Teenagers don't really know what to do in life because they're lost. They obviously go into bad habits, like I've said, the bad rabbit hole. But we need to take control life. And this podcast episode we're going to talk about how to take control back your life. You're lost, you're in the rabbit hole. Okay, what do you do next? Which is the most important part. I have done it, you can do it, anyone can do it. You just need to have that leap of faith to actually accomplish it. I know these addictions and these bad habits are really hard to remove from life, but we do it one by one, get better every single day, and we just do it because we know we have a better potential in life than just sitting around doing nothing and live in this guilt with these bad habits. And this needs to change right now. So, how can we take our life back? How can we take control of our life back? It's not as easy as said. It's not do affirmations and you'll be better tomorrow. It's nothing the sort of like that. And I've already talked about this before on my loneliness podcast. If you want to watch it, it'll be in the description. I've talked about the PEMPS method, which I have created and I'm the original owner of this name. PEMPS, so physical, emotional, mental, personal, and spiritual. If you upgrade these 5 things, your life will change. The reason why it's changed, and I can say this through my own experiences, is I understand partying is fun. I understand going to concerts is fun and doing bad habits, nicotine, alcohol, and drugs is fun. But if you see the other side of self-improvement, of improving yourself every single day and bettering yourself every single day, trying to achieve your goals, it's a lot better. It's the feeling. The feeling is a lot better than indulging in this dopamine, this fast dopamine. The reason why it's really pleasurable to have fast dopamine is because it's an instant dopamine hit into your head. And we need to change that. The longer it takes the dopamine to hit the mind, the better the feeling is. That's how it works. And we need to change it so it's long lasting. So where do we even start? Like I said, PEMS method. Physical, emotional, mental, personal, and spiritual. Why spirituals last? If you don't believe in God, believe in yourself. But if you are a religious person, the last thing you want to do is believe in God when you can't even believe in yourself. And it's confusing to me. A lot of people, yes, they believe in themselves, they believe they can do that, but they don't have ultimate trust in themselves to do something. How can you have faith in God, but not have faith in yourself that you can accomplish anything because God gives you the power? This is where a lot of people get mixed up here. Yes, I'm not saying to not believe in God or not go to church or not read the Bible. This is not about it. This is a better connection. But what if that connection is dirty because you can't trust yourself doing things? You can't cut out these addictions. This is the reason why spiritual is the last thing you have to upgrade. First is the physical. Workout. I know you've heard this a lot, but you don't really know what working out actually does to your body. You're not supposed to work out to build muscle. You're supposed to work out for this, your mindset. You have to go and actually punish your body, go through pain. The reason I say punish because it has to hurt. You don't have to do it every single day. You just have to be a person who just regularly goes. Doesn't really matter if you miss a day. Well, discipline is later in line. It's just that you have to exercise. You have to train. Doesn't matter how many calories you eat. Doesn't matter how much sugar you eat. It's not about how much you lose weight or how much you gain weight. It's about the mental strategy of building your own mindset where you're undefeatable. And this is where most people get mixed up. They want to go to the gym and they want to work out to gain muscle or lose weight. No, you're supposed to go to the gym to train your mindset. You start to train more, work out your mindset, then you need a healthy body. So that means when you have a healthy mindset and you have an unhealthy body, your body and mind can't connect because your mind tells you to do a 100-kilometer run, but your body can't do that. So how could you have trust in your own body? This is why you have to eat healthy and drink a lot of water. And I know some of you might say, but I can't do that. I can't eat less calories. I've tried it before. It didn't work. Do it for your mindset. Don't look at the scale. Don't look at the weight. That doesn't matter anymore. Do it for your mindset. Eat healthier to think healthier. I know that when you started eating healthy, you started to feel happier, to feel amazing, right? But the reason you quit is because your scale didn't go down or your scale didn't go up. Stop looking at your scale and work out and eat healthy and drink water only for your mindset, for your mind, for your brain to be healthy. That's the sole purpose of training. Not to build muscle. Nobody cares about that. You have to do it for your mindset. There's a lot of videos on YouTube where you can start working out for beginners. And I know it's tough, but doing at least 3 of the workouts a week from a YouTube video is enough for your mind to be healthy. And then just eat a little bit of greens more or eat less or drink more water is enough to train your mind to be healthier. Now, the second one, the PEMS method, emotional. A lot of you, including men, are very, very emotional. I have seen this before from other people, They can't control their emotions, first of all. And second of all, they just do whatever they feel like doing. The reason why I can say this is because I've been in an emotional roller coaster 2 years ago. I know what it feels to have massive amount of emotions all around. I remember the drawings I drawn. I was in a depressive state because of the tablets I was ingesting. It was making me depressed. It made my emotions all around the place. I could not even think a thought without including my emotions. I felt very powerless, and everything was falling apart because I started thinking it will fall apart. That's how powerful emotional is. If your emotions are not on state, you will lose everything. You have to tell yourself, no, I will go train every single day. Or yes, I will eat greens every single day. Just a little bit. One broccoli, then 2 broccolis, then 3 broccolis. It's not about going full at it. It's about little by little, 1% every day, like the Atomic Habits book. Just a little bit. Be better, better, and better, and better. Oh, you lost? Doesn't matter. Do better. The reason why people, when they lose, they just completely stop because they think, I stopped, so I ruined everything. But start to look back. Look how many days you've done it. If you exercise for 7 days and on the 8th day you stop because you're just too tired. Okay, on the 9th day, you go exercise again because you worked out 7 days. Not because you stopped working out on the 9th day because you didn't work out yesterday. No, you keep on working out. And this is why emotional is so critical to control. What I would recommend is reading the little book of Stoicism, which will be in the description. It's a great book to start with Stoicism, how to control your emotions, what emotions are, and how you should think about life. The reason why you should read this book is because it explains exactly what you should do with the feelings you have and how you should respond to people's anger, sadness, or happiness. And this book really kind of saved my life, the little book of Stoicism. This is why I recommend it to everyone to read, because it's just so good at explaining on what you should do. It overcomes addictions, it overcomes bad habits, it overcomes not you going out of bed because you don't want to, but you do it anyways because you know you are the person that wants to become something. And that's where it goes. This book really saved my life. And if you want to go learn about more about your emotions, look in the past and about the present too. Look in the past, how you reacted, why you reacted in a way. Why did those emotions activate? You have to start asking questions. In the present, you're getting angry. Look at the bird's eye view. Imagine there's a bird flying on top of you or anything, and look at the situation. Why am I angry at this situation? Why am I sad about this situation? Always analyze and always think and ask questions. That's the only way you can control your emotions. Once you just step back from the situation and think what you are doing, that's the one way to control your emotions. It's a really good way. Now we can go to the mental. We've already talked about emotional and physical. We need to talk about mental. Reading books, obviously. Reading about self-improvement. I mean, don't read and not gain anything from it. You should be reading. You should be taking all the information from it and applying it to life. You have to. That's the only way. That's the only way you can read books. Waking up early. Obviously, you probably heard about the quote. A man who is early to rise is healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is also for women if you wanted to. We can think that early rises is always good. I'm not really sure if you ever woke up at 4 a.m. I certainly love waking up at 4 a.m. It's the best time to wake up. It's dark, nobody's awake, it's silent, and you can be at peace. All your problems just go away, and you can finally just work, think, or go exercise by yourself in peace. It's lovely. And I would recommend anyone to wake up at 4 a.m. And also, while we're on mindset, please work on your goals. Yes, okay, you go into concerts, you go into, you have a nicotine addiction, you're drinking alcohol, you've controlled your emotions, you stop that. Now, you have to work on your goals, because if you don't work on goals, you will not go anywhere and you will distract yourself with alcohol and nicotine again. I've gone through these phases all the time. If you don't distract yourself with work, you'll get back in there. And the more work you do, the less temptations you have to those things, until one day, you just don't feel like doing it anymore. Now, personal is a very interesting subject. Most people, when they think about personality-wise, they think they can't really change that much. Personality-wise is really the most important part, is the way you behave to others and the way you behave to yourself, how you treat yourself, the way you look, the way you dress, like I'm wearing a suit right now, the way you walk, the way you talk to people. Do you have confidence or not? You have to improve on all of these aspects. The way I started having confidence and I have confidence to talk to anyone who comes up to me. Doesn't matter how big they are, doesn't matter how tall they are, how smart they are, how much money they have. I don't care. I walk up to them and I have confidence. The reason I did that is I overcome my fears by going to networking events and talking to people. The reason why I was so scared to do it is because this was a Polish event and I did not know that much Polish. I went to speak in Polish to some people and it was hard for me to communicate. Then my father, obviously saved the day, came to me and said, "Why don't you speak in English in your network events?" And I thought, like, I started to think, like, he's right. Why did I not think this before? I always thought about it, but I was always scared that people won't understand me. But then I realized Poland is literally the second favorite language is English. So why don't I use it? So I started going to this networking club, started talking to everyone in English, and I was the main focus of the networking event, which was pretty crazy. And at the end, I did a whole presentation about how I love this club, this networking event, because I could meet a lot of people. Obviously, I don't go there anymore because I've already know how to overcome that fear of talking to people. And this is what you have to do. You have to overcome your fear. The latest fear I've overcome right now is sharing an Instagram reel on Instagram to people that I know from my childhood. That was a terrible and scary process. I did not want to share that, but I knew it was a stepping stone to get somewhere in life. I don't want people to know what I'm doing, and including people that I know. But I know this is the only way to increase my success in life. And that's what I did. Overcome your fears, dress nicely, act like a man or a woman. Try to be really firm and confident when you're speaking to people. People like that. And the last thing we can get to is spiritual. As we said, spiritual is the last thing because you need to have a clean heart, clean mind, and clean body before you can actually trust God. The reason why I say this again, if you can't trust yourself, how can you trust God? That's the real reason. So believe in yourself. Spiritual is also believing in yourself, because the only way to believe in yourself is also believing in God. And if you don't believe in God, then just believe in yourself. Believe you can do anything you put your mind to. Once you do that, you will overcome every addiction and you'll take control back of life. The next step would be getting an income. The reason why I'm talking about PEMP's method and why you should do it first is because if you don't have if you don't work out, then in 10, 20, 30 years of not working out and just working on getting that income, you will be so tired. Your mind will be so much stressed because you didn't impact your body into stress at a young age. The more stress you impact yourself at a young age, the more you can actually handle in the future. This is why exercising is very good. There's also been a research page from this. There were a couple of people separated into two groups. People who didn't exercise and didn't smoke, and the people who smoked and exercised every single day. They started to realize that the people who smoked every single day and exercised every single day had a larger capacity of a lifetime, meaning they lived longer than the people who did not smoke and did not exercise daily. And this is surprising, obviously, because smoking kills you. But exercising is so good for you, even exercising every single day. It's a healer. And if you don't smoke and exercise every single day, you'll probably live very, very long. We need to have our physical way to have success. We need to have emotional control. We have a mental mindset where we can achieve anything in life. A personality trait where you can go up to anyone and have a normal, confident conversation and defeat every fear you have and every addiction you have, and then get closer to God and get closer to yourself. And this is the first thing you should upgrade in your life if you want to take control of your life. If you're in a dark rabbit hole, you're full of dirt, and you don't know how to get out, this was the episode you had to watch to get out. Improve these 5 things and you'll be ahead of everyone else. Thank you for listening and watching. Goodbye.